You know, another thing that amazes me is how you can dry clothing in the dryer, and if you take them out when they're warm, they're all nice and fresh and ready to hang up. But if you let these little bitches sit in the dryer for a good handful of hours or days, they get all wrinkly. Like, why does that happen? But just imagine all of the time people all across this world have had to turn their dryer back on over and over to refresh their clothing because they're just too lazy to fold them up. I usually fold mine up. I am good about that. I don't like clothing sitting. I don't like anything sitting in the dryer or the washer. But sometimes you just don't feel like doing this shit. I don't know the big deal about wrinkles anyways. Who in the heck decided that wrinkles in clothing is a bad thing? I mean, why does it really matter? I'm rambling about wrinkled clothing. That is just how bored I am. And I still don't feel like putting these clothes away. Maybe you should come over and do it for me. It'd be awful nice of you. If you knew where I lived. Alright. Instead of just wondering about a thing, thanks to Google and the interwebs, we can learn about a thing. So, why do clothes get wrinkled in the dryer? Alright, so when the fabric cools off, that's when the fibers lock into a new shape. It's kind of like a piece of paper when you fold a piece of paper. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's also not really like that at all. It's the only example I could think of at the moment. That's interesting. I love Google. I learn a lot of things from Googling, but it seems like half the time I don't learn it to memory. But I should be able to remember that. That one's pretty simple. It's all that rocket science I can't ever remember. Hey, I don't think I've ever Googled rocket science before. Yeah, what is rocket science? I've always heard about rocket science, but what exactly is it? It's not rocket science. Is a phrase meaning something that is not difficult to understand. Well, I already knew all of that. What is the study of rocket science? Let's get a little deeper. Rocket scientists and aerospace engineers generally work on the design and testing of rocket-propelled vehicles, such as orbiting spacecraft or missiles. Whoever could create the Millennium Falcon, that's the type of rocket science I would like to learn, because we really need something like the Millennium Falcon. I don't think we need a Death Star. Not getting political or anything, but I would really hate it if President Trump had control over a Death Star. Yep, Google is good. I like Google. Google is my friend. You should Google. Google is fun. You can learn a lot by Googling. And then, of course, you can forget about it afterwards, but at least you can say you tried to educate yourself.